Hey everyone, welcome to another Ragnarok M classic video. In this video, I will share my current auto attack Lord Knight progress in day 3 of Ragnarok M Classic Global. I will also share some beginner tips on what you should do when you hit the level wall and you can't level up anymore. So I'm sure that you are wondering what other things you can do to progress while waiting for the server reset. But first, let me share my day 3 progress real quick. Here's my current base and job level. I still haven't reset my stat allocation since I just unlocked Ymir's notebook, but I will reset this into Vitality Priority Build. Since I unlocked the skill Call of Justice, which provides attack and auto attack stat for each vitality I have, so I will remove my intelligence stat, since we still don't need it until we unlock the third job. I will also decrease some of my strength and agility once I get enough attack speed from cards and equipment. For my equipment, I'm using the Rift gears, which we can get for free from Rift instances. However, we should prioritize these purple Rift gears since they give a lot better stats compared to others. We don't need to rush and buy some of our standard equipment since they are very expensive right now. Rift equipment will be viable until mid-game, so no need to stress about it. For my weapon, I'm using this Holy Avenger, but we can also use the Sword Rift weapon. Rift Sword actually gives attack speed and crit damage, which we need in our build. But I'm just switching to Holy Avenger sometimes for the Holy Attribute attack. Holy Attribute attack is good when dealing with undead and demon monsters like this. Of course, you can still deal good damage without this, but having extra advantage is always better. For my headwear, I'm using this White Knight helm. You can get this for free in the Battle of Cake Reward Exchange. This is good for dungeon instances, so make sure to get this before the weekly reset. For my face and back, I got them by crafting. You can buy the blueprint from Glassheim, but you need some rare materials to craft them. Then lastly is my tail. You can also get this for free in Battle of Cake, so make sure to get this too. Next is my skill progress. My Lord Knight job is currently at level 23, so I mostly unlocked the essential skills for this build. The next power spike will be on a job breakthrough. And then lastly is my handbook. I started depositing attack and magic attack, but it's still hard and expensive, so it's still very low. But this is also very important, so be sure to start improving it as soon as possible. That's it for my Lord Knight crit build progress. Now let's head to my beginner tips on the things we should do when we can't level up anymore. We most likely will hit a level wall at some point, but that doesn't mean we cannot do anything anymore. The first, and probably the most important, is leveling up our adventurer level. This is very important for our character, since it will give some permanent stats and some useful adventure skill, which I will explain later. First, let me show how you can level up your adventure level. Basically, all of the things that you will unlock in your handbook will give you adventurer experience. You can get them from unlocking headwear, monsters, monster photos, foods, cards, and etc. But of course, crafting headwear and cooking food isn't going to be that easy in the very early game. So here's the easier way you can get an adventurer experience. The easiest way is by killing one type of monster and taking photos of that monster. It will give you a separate adventurer experience. Another way is by taking photos of sceneries. This is probably the best one because it doesn't cost you anything and will give 100 or up to 350 adventurer experience. Just look for a camera logo with red exclamation mark in your minimap and take a picture, and that's it. But some sceneries are hidden, so you cannot see them in your minimap. They're the one with bigger experience, so make sure to just walk around while using the camera to spot hidden scenery. But why do we need to level up our adventurer level? Well, aside from permanent stats, we also need a certain adventurer level to unlock these adventurer skills. They are very important and can make your life easier in this game. Like this dimensional fracture, this will allow you to save builds in Emer's notebook. By having this, you won't need to spend Zeny on resetting your stats and skills. It will also allow you to switch on different builds instantly without having to set up a build manually. Another useful adventurer skill specifically for Lord Knights is the Prepare for Elite skill. I prioritize on getting this, because Lord Knight has a lot of buff skills, which is very annoying if you need to cast all of them one by one. By having this adventurer skills, you can cast them all at the same time. This will give you an easier life in battle. Another thing that you can do is hunting MVP and mini MVP monsters. MVP monster drops rare materials and sometimes rare equipment that you can sell in the market. Materials and equipment from MVPs are very expensive right now, so it's a good way to earn a lot of Zeny for your progress. You can kill 5 MVPs and 10 mini MVPs every day, so you should do it if you have free time. But some MVP monsters are very strong, so you will need a party to take it down. So it's ideal to make a party with your friends or guildmates to make it easier to deal with. The next one is leveling your cooking and food tasting abilities. Foods are very important buffs for our characters, so it's important that we can maximize it. So leveling your cooking and tasting to max level is very important. But I suggest that max your tasting level first, since you need it in order to be able to stack 6 food buffs at the same time. There's a 1-star food that is very easy to cook and will give you a ton of buffs, both magic and physical stat. So you need to be able to stack 6 of them to get a huge amount of damage boost. You can level up your tasting by eating a lot of 1-star food, which is easy to cook, and then talk to this NPC once you reach a certain tasting requirements to level up. This is so easy and will only take a couple of minutes if you're going to buy around 2,000 pieces of lunatic meat to make it 1-star food. Then, just eat a small portion that 1-star food to complete the tasting requirements. You can also level up your cookbook using this method, but it will cost a lot of Zeny. It's up to you if you're also going to max your cooking level too, since you will also going to be needing it to make 5-star foods in the future. Anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you, and see you on the next one.